Hey witches, welcome back to my channel, Over the Hedge with the Wyld Witch. For this video, I want to show you my new altar. I was watching Nightshade Moon's video the other day, and she was showing her ancestor altar, and she asked if anybody had an ancestor altar to upload the video or, give the link to so she could go and watch it. And I thought, well, since, I have changed my main working altar up some, I got a new statue for it. I thought that I would go ahead and show you guys what it looks like, and I would show you my money altar, my ancestor altar, and my kitchen altar. So if you'll give me just a second, I'm going to turn the light off so you can get the real deal, and then I'll turn it back on so I can show you each item on there. So give me just a second. I'm going to turn the camera around. Let me turn this light off real quick. Alright. Well, hold on. Okay. So let me warn you too, if y'all hear snoring or, noises like that, my dogs are in here. So this is what my altar looks like at night. Let me show you. Here's the chef up here. And then all of this. Alright, so I'm going to turn the light on so you can see what each thing is. Okay, so up here, this is herbs. Not near as many herbs as I have, but that's as many as I could fit up there, and it's a lot. It goes like 3 or 4 rows back there. Okay, so then we have all these super cool cards that my mom has made, and then things that I've made. Alright, so let's go back down to this side. Okay, so right here are some of my crystals that I work with the most. So these are the ones that I use most frequently. Now this one right here is not a crystal. That's actually amber with a butterfly inside, or butterfly wings. It's just a wing that's inside of it. Okay, so then you go down a level and you have, this is a little wooden owl, and there's some dried flowers, water, there's some skulls. This is a little flower arrangement thing that I made. And then we've got a wax melty up here. And then it's in my Cobra warmer. And if you're interested in these, I have a few available on the shop still. Now this is a representation of my goddess. I leave offerings in this. This is like the whale that's associated with my goddess. Then over here is a rune, an owl. This little heart thing back there with the owl and the lips on it is soap, abalone shell. And then you've got a little cauldron, and this is where I cleanse and charge my crystals. So up here's a mirror, and then this little, I don't know, arrangement like thing that I made with dried flowers, triple moon. Then this right here, this is where I put my incense. I'm going to move it so I can get back there and not burn myself. Lotus candle holder. Now let's move this over some. This is incense I keep separated because this is astral travel incense, and so I don't want my son to pick up one of these to burn. And then I have, this is a little, like a little shadow box that I made. It's got a little spider, the moon, and it's got my bird skull and my turtle head skull in it. Now over here, crystal ball. Then this bottle right here, this purple looking bottle, is my water. This is like sacred water. It's moon water that's been charged, and it's infused with plants and resins and essential oils. And then that goddess is a little clay goddess that I made that has things that I give to my goddess. Then we come down to here, and oh shoot, I'm knocking all kinds of stuff over. Okay, here, this is a little bird that's sitting on, this is actually a birch candle, and that is real birch wood on it as well. And then my new beauty, this is my goddess statue. That is absolutely gorgeous. She's made from twigs, and she's got roses, and she's wearing a beautiful cloak. She's holding a crystal in her hand and a skull. She's got roses on her head with moss, and there's a skull up top. And you see the vines, and there's moss. So she's made like, she looks like a tree stump, or the trunk of a tree with roses going up it. Well, I think she's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to move some of these candles. Alright, so here we have a big giant acorn that I collected when I was wildcrafting, and a pine cone. And these super cool spiky looking things are thorns from a cactus. They are amazing for protection. And then in the back, it's like these little moss balls. And then we have my magic spoon. This little, it's like a little, it's actually a letter opener, but I don't use it for that. And it's got a little horse on top. And then this little wooden thing right here is got, it's actually what I carve my candles with. And then I have all of my feathers. Well, not all of my feathers, but I have my little, some feathers right here that I use for smudging. I have a piece of wood. Let's move you over. Okay, I have an amethyst, my little fox. I've got, you see that big piece? Well, it's not big, but you see that chunk of wood. Then I have, this is a little goddess made out of clay. And she's sitting on top of a bar of sunflower soap. It's my little fox prince. Apple, here's another goddess. And this is, you leave sparkles everywhere you go. It's got a little moon on it. And here is my warrior and sunflower corn maiden. Or she has a sunflower on my little corn maiden. And she's like a little princess. And this is her warrior. This is a piece of petrified wood. Then I've got my protection powder. There's another piece of petrified wood back there. And again, this piece right there, what this is sitting on, that's also petrified wood. Then I've got a skull. And then up here is a real butterfly and flowers. Then over here, this is a moon, like light, changes colors. And then, so this table is things that I am currently working on. So here I have my grimoire, my journal, and some astrology books. Here's a spell that I have to bury. And the little white tray underneath, that's where I make my incense sticks and cones This is a painting of the moon, railroad track, and it's like leading into a mountain. And then, like I said, here is, stuff that I am working on. Okay, and then if you go back around this way, this is my divination table. So we have my grimoire, I'm sorry, not my grimoire. We have my journal, and we have tarot and oracle cards and runes back there. Then over here, we have this little mushroom bag, has my magic jewelry in it, and on this stick are these twigs. I do like string magic, and I use these twigs. See, here's something, you'll see this one. There's some stuff down here. Here's some more. So I do quick little string magic spells. If that's something that you're interested in, leave me a comment down below, and I'll do a video talking about doing string magic. But anyway, here's some more of, my magic jewelry I have hanging here. Now, I'm doing a video later on pendulums, or you would see all of my pendulums hanging from here, because instead of putting them in bags, I like to keep my pendulums on this stick. This stick has a lot of meaning to me, where I found it, and so forth, so on. So I do hang them here. I've got a bird there, another little like moss ball. Here's a cedar stick, and I've got my dream catcher over here, and this is a little fan that I use when I'm smudging stuff, and a little pumpkin, and like I said, this is where I do my reading. So I've got some cards up here, and I'll meditate sitting right here too, and so I turn my little Buddha fountain on. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is a reed diffuser made out of twigs and sand, and of course essential oils. This is some seashells. This back here is my turtle's shell. And over here we have some journals for sale. It's the last two that are already made. Here is one of my Book of Shadows. And then this is my little fairy area. But I'm not finished with it. That's why it's a hot mess. And you see that little fur sticking up? That's my little pup. That's Scruffy. Scruffy. Scruff. Say hi. Say hey, are you sleeping, little boy? So that's Scruffy. That's my son's baby that he rescued several years ago. Okay, in this bag that you see right here, that's herbs wild plants that I still have to put up. Alright, so if we go around, y'all have to excuse this hot mess over here that I've got going on. This is all of my medical books, herbalism, aromatherapy, astrology, that type of thing are right there. And I have my drum, my penny whistle, my broom, my magic bag, this is my hedge riding bag that I always take with me. I'm sorry, I just seen an orb flash out of the corner of my eye, and it kind of threw me off for a minute. So this is my little magic bag. I carry my stuff with me, like if I'm going outdoors to do magic, or like in the woods or something, I take it with me. And over here, this is where I hang my jewelry that I'm making to sell. And this is another one of my magic bags. This is my medicine bag. And I keep my plant allies in here with me when I'm out and about. That way I have always got my allies with me, and they are amazing. That's another thing I can talk about if you're interested, is plant allies. And then my shield of protection is behind it, and this is a tapestry, so it's behind here. Oh, do you see my hand? Ain't it cute? Alright, so now back to where I was. Sorry. Alright, so now this is my other table. I'm sorry, Tiger. This is my other table over here, and this is where I make things. So I have a little eye where I can, melt beeswax or make infusions. All that is here, and I have, you know, I can use my tool, like my coffee and herb grinder or blender, you know, all of that type of stuff. This is where I make it all right here. And then this is my wild crafting bag that I carry too. And this is, I have beads in this 5-gallon bucket. It's all crystals and that type of thing, beads that we've already made holes in, ones that we still have to, ones that we've purchased, and all that good stuff. Then in this container, it's herbs and ingredients to make things. Same thing under here. This is where I keep all of my tinctures and oils, so I can keep them out of sunlight. And it's the things that I have to go ahead and have on stock, like my calendula oil or hibiscus oil or avocado oil, you know, things like that. But so this is where I craft, and that's it. This is my area. You want to see Tiger? Tiger. This is Tiger. Sit so they can see you. All right, guys, I'm going to turn the camera off for just a second and go in the other rooms and show you my other altars.